Ladies and gentlemen, it is cold, and I mean, zero cold. Crazy weather. And got a little bit of snow, which when it's that sub-Arctic cold, the snow here is, I mean, it's drivable and it just blows around. That's the kind to have, not the god-awful wet snow that traps you. But anyway, enough on the cold weather. Bandai Falcon, and last I left off, I don't mention, I started to do a filter wash. And a filter wash, the best way to explain it is paint acrylic paint and lots of water. More water than paint. Same way with enamels, more enamel than, more thinner than enamel. And I started doing that on the back here. And everyone does the Falcon with the streaks coming off the exhaust there, which there is a little bit of it, and I want to go back in with the airbrush, and I'll do a very faint streak. It won't be too heavy, but we're going to wash the filter wash the entire model. But I wanted to get the decals on first because I want the I don't want it to look washed and then put a or darker color, and then got decals on top, and it just changes the effect. Plus, we're going to airbrush to tone down the decals and all that. But anyway, put the decals on. I got most of the panels on the top here. I still got, again, I have a little decal roll. Every day, get up in the morning, you put on a few decals. Next day, so on and so forth. It was cold yesterday. There wasn't a whole lot going on, so I did get a little bit more done. And they're more sporadic, so you can put a couple down and then put a couple down on the other side, and it works out pretty darn slick. So, I've said this many, many times. I know a lot of people want to know what I use for decal solution, and I use the Vallejo, which is gloss because you want a shiny surface. Makes your decal not silver, and it's just easier to slide on. Decal Fix, which is basically decal, I call it decal glue. Put that on, just makes it makes the decal just actually snug. Bite onto it. And then the Decal Softener basically gets it over the contours. The Falcon here has, I want to say, a little, I want to say little squares on there, little details that the decal will basically snug over. And may have to, the decals are a little thick, so you may have to go in. Of course, there is a couple here. I'm going to have to go in and basically slit the decal, put a little more softener on, and it'll snug in just good. The Vallejo stuff to me is just makes it look like it's painted on look, and it's not corrosive. We won't really tear up the decal like some chemicals in the decal setting solution department, which if you open the bottle on certain ones, it just basically shrivels. But anyway, that is where I am on the Falcon. So we're working on the top, and then we will do the bottom, hopefully, in the next few days. The Delta Dart, I haven't started that yet. I've been I'm trying to do decals, and once I get a little further ahead, I'm gonna get that on here so we can start that. But I wanted to finish up my, and I'm almost done with him, my Walmart Berserker Predator. I got him all blocked in the colors, which I just did basically a metallic gray. Painted his loincloth, all the straps, and then I do a lot of washes. And I don't know if you ever watched Sideshow's channel, Sideshow Collectibles. They do a lot of painting and mold making and all that. But the painting, when they paint, there's one, I don't know if one gentleman or one lady, he or she, when they paint, they use a lot of washes and do different effects. That's what I like to do. I like to put a bunch of washes. He basically got 2 or 3 different types of washes, like a dark brown, a brown black, and then finally just a little bit of black on top of it. I think it dries and makes a different effect, and you can take, where is it? You can put a wash down and pat it off and get you different effects, especially if you do like figures or skin tones and all that. But for other stuff, it's just, I think I think it's just a valuable asset, just doing lots and lots of washes. So, got him on painted. I got one more thing to do, and that's to paint his little dreads on here, and then we will finish him up and put him back in the box so we can have a, you know, one untouched Berserker Predator, and then one that my take on it. Then I'm down to one more Predator and one more Alien to paint, and we will probably do them in a week or two. But I may change up. I picked up at a place spoiler here, which I didn't care about. I really don't care about the DC. I wanted to make Jinx from G.I. Joe. She just needs to be repainted and then trimmed up a little bit. Because I do like the G.I. Joe classifieds, and I do like custom figures. So we probably may do that in between everything else. But anyway, that's what I got going on today on this very, very cold day. We are decaling the Bandai Falcon, which I still got to paint the figures, but it's just been cold, teeth chattering cold. But anyway, we'll try to get decals on, get the figures painted, and then trying to finish up the Berserker Predator. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.